Hello everyone, to Fudge 3004 here. I am in Empyrion Galactic Survival. I was looking around to see if I could find a good place for the base and just went all around this lake looking for places. I initially settled for over there, but I was looking and I just thought, you know what, it'd be better if I was over here. So I just went ahead and stayed right here by here. For one thing, I have a lot of storage in here. And I won't have any storage until I build a base. The problem with building a base is once you do, the drones will start attacking. So, shortly after that, that is. You know, it isn't going to be like totally immediately right that second, but it will be shortly after you build your base that there will be an alert that drones are coming. So before we go to the Titan, we're gonna have to get a hover vessel made, and before we can do that, we have to build a base. So let's start by going into our constructor and let's building a core. So we're gonna build a core, and then we are going to put that core inside of a base starter. And I could have just done that, but I wanted to show you guys the different things you can make. Now, you can make as many of these cores as you want. So when we go over to the Titan, we can take that ship over by taking out the core and putting in our own core, and then that can be our ship that we can do whatever we want to. If we could take it out of that alien tower, that'd be the same thing. And if we can get that ship right there, then that'll be the same thing, if we can do that. But there is no guarantee that we will be able to. Holy moly, what the... Something up there too. I don't know what that is. All of a sudden something's showing up, but okay. So I chose this ideal location partly for one thing, because there's a lot of stone here and iron and copper, and I'm not too far from any deposits or trees or water or anything that I really need. So yeah, I actually do have everything that I want here, and so I think I'm just going to settle for here, and I'm going to make the base mainly out of concrete on the outside and probably a wooden floor on the inside, and then make glass and stuff out of that. Now, why couldn't I move? Because you weren't blocking my way. For some reason, you just couldn't move. But I can get stone and all that stuff. I know these rocks are kind of not going to give me, you know, as much as could be, but they're giving me more than what, you know, let me see, how much do I have? I'm 127 rocks. I guess I didn't put that all, or crushed stone all in here, so I am going to go ahead and put the crushed stone in here. This should be done. Okay, there's my base starter, and let's put that in there. And let's just go ahead and make up a whole bunch of these blocks. Now, to make these concrete blocks, you need cement. And to make cement, let's go to components, and you need stone dust. So, because cement is crushed stone, and so we need stone dust, and then we need cement, which is crushed stone. So let's just go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go and make 50 of those. And that's going to give us a whopping, okay, we probably don't need that many. Go and cancel out a whole bunch of these and make like 50 of those. That's going to give us a lot, and then we can make these out of whatever crushed stone that we have. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that'll be 50 of those. That'll be way more than enough. Let me cancel. I keep on making way too many. I don't know why I keep on doing that, but I do. So you can take out 5 at a time or 10 at a time. Let's go and do 20. That should give us quite a few, and then that's how you make the stone dust and the cement. Now, it looks like I'm making a lot, but they will go really, really, really fast. So let's just go make 2 more. That's going to give us quite a lot, so that's going to help us out. And then let's just go ahead and see. Now you can make them. You can make your base out of steel of any kind. You know, it's artificial mass, concrete, wood, and that's a growing plot for plants and stuff. So you can make it out of concrete and wood and steel, and that's basically what you can make it out of. So we have a bunch of steel plates, as you know, because, yeah, well, we did have a bunch of steel plates. We were making all the weapons and all that stuff, and that did take quite a bit of the steel plates. So let's just go ahead and do like Go ahead and make 30 of those. That should be enough to get our base going. And we are also going to have to see about opening up. I don't know if I have any more points. Okay, I have a few points. But I am going to definitely have to open up like the... Okay, I have the cannon turret already open. I did open up a lot of stuff after the last episode. I just went ahead and opened up a ton of stuff. Because I'm going to have to if I'm going to make everything that I need to make. And we need an armor locker because we need to make armor. And I believe that is under miscellaneous. I think armor may already be open, but I don't remember. So I'm going to look real quick. It looks like it is probably open. I don't think it's under weapons. Yep, okay, it is. It's right there. So let's go and open that up. So that's going to give us light armor. And of course, we can make assault rifles, sniper rifle. We will be getting more points. As we do stuff, we're going to be getting a lot more points. So you can see right here, I'm actually making progress by doing things. And so I'm going to be making this. Okay, so we have a lot of that. So let's just maybe go ahead and do like, I don't know, 20 more. That's going to give us 50 blocks, which sounds like a lot, but it really isn't as much as you think that it is. Okay, and then I am going to the middle of the base. I'm going to have the base starter blocks. So that means that what I need to do is probably go and make about, I think, 20 of those. If I have a few extras, that's fine. I can use them somewhere else. That's not really that big of a deal. So that's going to help us out a lot. And then we will have a bit of the wood blocks to be able to put inside the base, with the base starter being right in the middle, like I said. So I think I'm going to make it about a base starter in the middle and like 3 blocks on each side, and then I can build the walls and do things like that to get it going. And we'll need power, so we're gonna have to look at also making some sort of solar. So solar panels are glass plates and steel plates. What are the glass plates? The glass plates are silicon, so we should have enough of that. There's a lot of silicon in there right here, this brighter one, not this darker one. And so let's just go ahead, oops, and let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. That'll give us some energy, and then we should make a few things to really help ourselves out to have energy, because we're going to need as much energy as we can get. So and I'm just going to let this make, instead of making all these individual parts like the steel plates, mechanical components, motors, electronics, and computers, because I showed you guys how to do a lot of that. So you don't need to worry about it on here. Space engineer, yes, but on here, no. So let's make one of those, and let's also make a fuel tank. Now, I thought that there was a small vessel and hover vessel, so let's take this fuel tank right here. Now, this is just the regular one. We need the T1 for the base, and you need to remember to look where it says placeable. So, as you're looking at this fuel tank, it says device used for storing fuel, and then there's hit points, energy in, and fuel capacity, and then it says placeable. CV and BA are capital vessels and bases, so we need to use this one right here instead of this one right here, because this one says SV and HV, small vessel and hover vessel. So if we're actually going to build a base, we need this. So let's open up this, and we will make all this stuff before we start placing down these blocks. Because once we place this block down, then we are going to have to really get going on making a lot of other blocks. So I don't think I'm going to need the drill for right now, and I don't think I'm going to need the chainsaw for right now. So I can go and put these blocks on, and then I can have the starter block ready to go, and I think I'm just going to put it on there, since I won't need this guy for a while, because he's kind of like the weak tool that we can use when it doesn't require any ammo. Okay, so while this stuff is being made, let's find a place to where we can set this where we're not going to have, you know, that thing, the escape pod in our way. And remember to look for the lines and see which way it's going to rotate around. So let's go to number 1. Looks like I actually can place these down first. No, wait, nope, it won't let me because it's red. See how that's red? To build the airpoint, at a base, press in, and then okay, so in building, connect, not available. Now this is all the different stuff for like connecting and all that stuff, which we're not gonna get. I'm not gonna get into that right now. So I have to place this first because it's green, and this is the core. Even though it looks like a core, it is the core, but it's also a building block for your base. So one thing I do want to try to do is stay away from the water a little bit, so any vessels that come here, maybe I can get them on land, because trying to get under the water can be very dangerous and you can die really quickly. So let's place our block right here. Once we do this, we got to start going like crazy trying to get this thing built. So I think I can actually sink that into the ground some. I can actually make it all the way into the ground. But I think maybe what I'm going to do is something like, let's say right there, and I'm just using page up and page down to move that around like that. And I can move it, you know, all around. And then if I want to raise it up, page up. And I can also, you know, it won't turn red because it's not contact. It will turn red because it's not contacting anything. But once it contacts the ground, then that'll be good. So I think maybe about part way down like that, and then we can have steps going up. I'm gonna make it one more down, and let's place that right there, and let's switch to this. And now point at the block. So don't just point like out there, it won't build it. You have to point at the block that you want to build on. It's just like Space Engineers in that fact. So let's go ahead and get this 4-piece plus sign going right now. Okay, so that's one on each side. So let's just build this out. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So I want to build it out at least that far. So 1, 2, let me see, that is 1, 2, 3. So this will help us out to know how big our base is going to be. Now this might not look that big, but it's going to be decently big enough to help us out to get us started, because we're not going to have a lot of time to build, and we're going to have to actually move really quickly now, because now that we are placing this down, we already ran out of wood blocks. Can you believe that? So while that's done there, now I'm going to go and place these concrete blocks. Let me see, should I make that one more bigger? I think I'm going to make it one more bigger, just because I want to have enough room on the inside. I'll press 0 to go to your hand, and let's go and make a whole bunch more wood blocks. Just going to do like 20 more wood blocks. This is being made, so that's gonna be good to help us out. We really need to get this thing going. Come on, you're so slow. We also need to make the big constructor, because that's gonna help us out on the inside the base. So let's just go ahead and get this guy going. So my friend and I were playing again on the co-op, and there was stuff up here, and I went to take it out, and I forgot this was the queue for what is being made, and I thought I took it out, but I didn't. I canceled it out by accident. So just make sure that you look that it's either in the queue or up here in the output. This is where things are that you are taking out. So this is what you need to take out when you're doing things. So I have 5 of these biofuels. I've not found any of the Promethium, so I'm gonna have to find that if I'm actually going to like be building this base and actually get going. So I'm gonna have to get that gun going too. Where's that cannon that I need to do in here? I unlocked it. Oh, I have to make that in the big constructor, that's right. So I have to get that big constructor going, and then we can start doing this. Okay, got 20 more wood. Let's get this over here and get this going. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and continue building on this, and then I'll let you guys know if anything happens. One of the things you need to make is a multi-tool. Now this thing is going to help you out for taking out blocks and replacing blocks. So I kind of need it right now because I did make a mistake, and the mistake was right here. I will use concrete blocks right in the middle there, and I didn't mean to, but I did. So I also have to make that a little bit higher over there. So I am going to use a multi-tool to take those out. And I'm going to get up on top of there. And I'm also going to see about building up this base some more and putting in all the electronic stuff and all that kind of things that I need, because I need that kind of stuff. So with your multi-tool, you can go salvage, retrieve, repair, change and rotate, and upgrade. So I'm gonna not repair, I want to retrieve these blocks right here. So, and of course I need charges. So I forgot that I need charges. And what do I need for those charges? If I need promethium, then I am SOL, because I'm just gonna have to wait, and I probably do need promethium. Multi-charge, yeah, I need promethium, so I am definitely gonna have to find some promethium somewhere. I have not found any of it, and of course I jumped the gun. I knew that I needed it, I just kind of totally forgot. See, I guess that I'm not taking those blocks out, so I gotta figure out a way to get up there. And I guess what I can always do is just go ahead and build this like this, and then that should work. That should get me to where I want to be, because I needed to have that built there anyway. And I've already made like about 90 of these blocks, and I've already gone through almost all of the concrete blocks, just trying to get my walls and stuff built before, you know, the army is called in to come and take care of business. So this game also has building limits, so you know, you build too far and things are going to collapse, so you need to be aware of that. And I'm already, there's a few more blocks in there, but I've already like went through like almost 90 right now, and these few that are left in here, that now makes 90 that I have used. So you will go through a lot of blocks. And that is one of the bad things too. Well, about any of these games is there's always, you know, blocks that you're gonna go through a lot of, and ones that you won't. So, what? Oh, me? Fine. I'll take care of you later. So I'm gonna get these windows in, or at least what I'm going to call windows, and see if we can get this going. Now, see, I could use those other blocks, but that's alright. Things are actually going to work out quite good. Almost quite good. Not quite. I'm going to make a few more. I might as well just go and make quite a few more just to get this going, because I am going to be needing them. Now, see, it's a good thing I made all that dust, because I am going through this like crazy. That's going to make at least 10 more. And I can go and put this generator in. Wait, no, not in there. Put the generator in here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now you can stand this thing up, and you can also lay it down. If you stand it up, it's going to take up a lot less room than if you lay it down. So, home and, okay, no, not page up and down there. Okay, oops. That's what I wanted, but I think I want to rotate it now the other way. So, yes, let's do that, and then go down. There we go, just like that. I'm going to put that right there, and then I'm going to put the fuel tank right over here, kind of between like the windows, so that way I have a place for all these things to be. I could also place it over here, but I'm going to place it right here, because that's where I want to place it. And then once I do that, I can go and drop in a bit of the biofuel. Maybe I'll just drop in all the biofuel. Okay. To do that, look down, press Y, and now I have some energy in my base. I can also use solar panels, but I do need to find promethium, so let me get these done, and then I am going to see about putting in the constructor, and that's going to take up actually a fairly large amount of room. So it's kind of a good thing that I have areas to build in. Oh, see, I've already messed up because I should have put a block right here and a block right here, not there. So I definitely need to find some promethium. At least that's the way I wanted it. So I need to find doorways and where I'm gonna have the doors. And I'd like to have 2 doors. I always do that in like Minecraft and stuff. So thinking about putting the constructor actually on this side. So I'm just gonna seal up this one and this one. Oh man, that was just about right on, wasn't it? So get this constructor, and I think that's the front. Let me check here. Nope, that looks like the front. So let's turn you around just like that. There we go. Now the constructor's built. And now, okay, it's powered. So let's just go ahead and actually start putting in a lot of this stuff that we really don't need to have on our person in here. So we can have a lot of extra room. We have to go drilling. And now we can make a lot more stuff. So there's a lot more to do now because now we have a bigger thing. Like I said, the large constructor will do a lot more stuff than the small constructor. I'm going to leave this one out here still because it's going to be very handy for us. That way we have 2 things to work with instead of only one. So, okay, put that in there. And then let's look at making some other items. So, sensors and signals is a food processor. This will help keep food from spoiling. So, let's go ahead and make a food processor. And we also need, we need a lot of stuff. We're going to have to be making a whopping lot of stuff in here to get all of our things that we want done. And we also need to make armor. So there's an armor locker. Here's a food processor, which we are going to need for keeping, like I said, keeping food cold and stuff like that. And I think I'm actually just going to place that guy right there in that corner. Now let me just see what happens if I turn him like that. Nope, it goes this way. Okay, so we can do that, and now we can put a lot of our food and stuff that's going to go bad in here, and it will be frozen in time, you might say, because it's kind of like the fridge. It will freeze everything just to keep it from going bad, so we don't have to worry about our things, you know, spoiling and stuff anymore. This is a much bigger constructor and also a lot more room to store stuff in. Here's our armor locker. So let's just go ahead and place that down. So when we have the armor open, we can do that. I'm just going to place that guy right here in this corner, right like that. Okay, and then we need to find armor. So where is the armor? I think weapons and items. There's the armor, so we can go ahead and make the armor. And then while that's being made, let's check on the biofuel. So you can see this game has a lot of going back and forth and getting a lot of stuff and figuring stuff out. We can also use these. I just got to figure out how we're going to attach them because I honestly don't know. Okay, yeah, they automatically attach, it looks like. So, as long as they're in the sun. So what I'm going to do is actually turn them like that and get these guys in the sun. And maybe I'll put one over here on this side. I'll put you right like that. And then I can, of course, build stuff to help support it underneath so it kind of looks right. And then I'm going to put you right there like those truss blocks that I saw in there. We can do that. And then this is going to help us out with getting energy and stuff. And that's going to be really good for us. That's going to be the best thing for us, to be quite honest. So I'm going to place one at the top there. Because sometimes if you block the light, then they won't work right, as I'm sure that most people can actually figure out with these things. So do that. There's all 5 of those placed. And then we're going to need like a capacitor or something like that, I believe. So I have another biofuel, so now we can use that for the drill. And let's go and put this other drill in here. So, if I can get in here, that is. Okay, so in here, now I have the armor. I can't put it on. I can try to, but it will not go on, and I know it won't go on. Because the only way to put on the armor is to come over to the armor locker, and then you can put the armor on. That is the only way that you can do it. Now I have armor on, and now I also have my helmet on, and I believe press U. There we go. My helmet's now off. So if I go back to my third person, you can see that it's off, and I press U, it should put it back on. If I press V, that's third person. I can use Alt, I think, or there we go. Yep. And then U, and that puts on my helmet. That takes off my helmet. And J is the jetpack, way over on the left side. So you can see I can actually go ways up. It runs out fast, which is kind of silly, but whatever. So now when I'm underwater, I can actually use this to breathe with my helmet. I can use my helmet to breathe underwater. I also need to make a water thing to get oxygen. So I guess we have to go back to devices, and let's see about making a water filtration. Water generator creates purified water from natural water sources, must be deployed in water. I need that, but I don't need an RCS because that's for ships, but I need, where's the oxygen generator? It's on here somewhere. I got to find it. So, I don't know if it's on here or if it's on the other one. I don't remember. There are doors, so automatic door blocks, so I can put doors on, but I'm gonna have to figure out a place where I want to do that first. So, actually, I should have taken that out. Let me go ahead and put a little bit of more fuel in here to keep this running. You could also withdraw fuel to, get that going. Now I can make the cannon in here. So device, let's do weapons and items. Now right here is the cannon. This is what we need to put on the very top of it. So let's just go ahead and make the cannon. And this is going to help us fend off the drones that come. It takes a whopping lot of parts. So while that is being made, let's see if we can find the oxygen generator type thing. So, Jean, where are you? I know it's in here somewhere. Maybe I haven't opened it up. Let me go check in here and let's go to tech trees. And I'll be base, so O2 station we did not unlock. I only have 1 point, so I gotta wait until I actually have more points to be able to unlock the O2 station. How close am I? Not very close, so I guess I might as well go mining. So I shouldn't be attacked, but I could very well be attacked, and I think another good thing to do would be to just go ahead and make a whole bunch more of this biofuel because we're going to be needing it. So 10 more ought to do. I'm gonna have 3 on us. Let's go and take these 2. That's a total of 5. That will help us out. So now we can get some more stuff. And the more things you pick up, the better you're gonna be. The quicker you're gonna level up. So that's something to always think about too. So I'm gonna go ahead and go around and mine some stuff and see if I can get myself leveled up. And I'll be back with you guys here in just a minute. One of the things that changed in this last update, which is kind of crazy, these used to be the buds, and now these are plant protein. So in my last video, the video before, I said that those were buds. Well, they were, but now they're plant protein because they kind of switched stuff around. So it's almost maddening the way that they change things a lot of times, and there's no kind of warning or even anything about why they change things, but they do. So just keep that in mind, that if you are playing this game and you're trying to figure out why you're not getting buds because you're probably picking up plant protein by accident. So now we have a base. I can pick up this stuff, and I'll show you guys what the buds are now as soon as I can find some. They are the flowers. They're those big, gigantic flowers, the yellow flowers. They're not pixie stalks. If anybody's played this game, what used to be called pixie stalks, and I'm sure they changed the name because, you know, pixie sticks and all that stuff being like a copyrighted name or whatever, you know. So, I am sure that there was some problems and they just decided not to fight it and instead go with something else because it's just a lot easier that way. So now I have a whole bunch. See, these are confetti moss scrapings. These are the things that I wasn't picking up earlier because I didn't want them to go bad. But now that we have a base, I can go ahead and pick them up, and I can have them to go, and I can also pick up a lot of this stuff that was going bad really fast. So I don't have to worry about it because I can just go back to the base, put in the food processor. Once I get a fridge, I can stick them in there too. So there's also fire moss, but it's a lot harder to see. It's lower to the ground. It kind of looks like a clutch of eggs or something on the ground. So and in case for those of you who don't know, that is what you call like a turtle lays a clutch of eggs, or like a big amount of eggs that are on the ground. So this is going to be an adventure until we can actually get our base really truly going. I am going to try to find promethium. I have not seen any yet, so hopefully it'll be in this episode, and if not, then I guess it will have to be in the next episode. I'm just hoping to try to find stuff as fast as I can for you guys, so you guys can see what stuff looks like, because otherwise, you know, it's not going to be a very good episode. So I'm going to continue finding stuff, and I'll catch up with you guys here in just a minute. Well, guys, guess what I just ran into? Once again, my non-favorite critters in the whole wide world. Yep, that's right. Spiders. I don't like spiders. Spiders give me the creeps. They're one of my least favorite things in the whole wide world, and every game seems to have spiders in them for whatever reason I don't really understand. Okay, so I just got to some water, and I went under the water, and it says no oxygen, wearing your helmet may help. And if you press U, that goes away, and you're wearing your helmet, and you will have the oxygen that is in your suit. Just remember, your oxygen will run out. I was on my bike screaming along, and I hit the water and got knocked off my bike because motorcycles don't do well in water. So just thought I'd pass it your guys' way so you understand what is going on there. When it says that, you just have to build your armor and put it on in the armor locker first. Okay, so for those of you that don't know and you heard me talking about it, these are now the buds. It says press F to pick up buds at the top of the screen. So those plant flowers, those cups or whatever, those are now buds. So just keep your eye out for those if you want to get the buds. And remember that the buds make these hot drinks. So that's one of the best parts about them. And now we have plenty of hot drink. We can also eat a lot of this food, and the spoiled food is also good for baking other things. We need that. It won't ever go bad, so just keep that in mind as well. The main reason why I am picking up so much stuff is because now, of course, like I said, we have the other, we have places to do things. So, alright, we reached level 7. Now I can get that oxygen generator going. And we also have a place to store stuff. We have a bigger base and everything else, and we can actually do a lot more things. I have not found any promethium. I keep going back to my map to see, and I have found little or nothing here. So hopefully there's going to be some, but I am not sure because of promethium. I'm stuck. Alright, I think this is fire moss. Those are eggs. Okay, they go bad so fast. I will collect some, just not right this minute because they're really useful, but yeah, they just go bad too darn fast. I'm gonna go and pick up some more materials, and I'm gonna head back and excuse me, start making the O2 station, and I'll show you guys that as well, so you guys have an idea, and maybe I'll just go and pick up some of this sweetener too. So as I've said, this yellow kind of plant right over here is sweetener. It used to be called honey, but now it's just sweetener. So a lot of things in this game have changed, and that's what makes it kind of hard to keep up with, you know. Okay, so now that I'm back at the base, let's go ahead and open up this O2 station. Now I have a lot of points, so we can at least unlock that. There's also elevators that you can use on your base or whatever. This gun is okay, but the drones get too close and they start wrecking your base, and it's not really that much fun. So I am going to do that, and then let's go down to the water after I make it, of course. I gotta make it, of course. Let's go ahead and take by half of these with us. Actually, what do I... Okay, there's the drones are coming. The drones are coming. Hee hee ha ha ho ho hey. Let's go and make the O2 station. Where are you at? Now you have a few minutes before they will actually be here. So O2 station is probably going to have to be made in the big constructor. So that'd be in the large constructor, of course. Let's see, how much do we have in here? 1%. Let's go and take half of you. There. And let's see, I'm making the large constructor. They're not the large constructor. The water O2 unit. There needs to be a search on here. I don't know if there is or not, but oh, okay, there we go. O2. There we go. O2 station. O2 station. Okay, so capital vase and vessel, small vessel, hover vessel. Okay, let's make one of you. And then let's go out here and wait for our drones. I have no idea which way the drones will be coming from, so we're just going to have to wait. And hopefully they will come from a direction that is favorable, because over the water it's going to be harder to get to them. So I am going to wait, and when the drones start showing up, I will come back to you guys, and we'll get this underway. Okay, so the drone, whatever, is headed our way. Let's get our ammo refilled, and we only have our 2 weapons, so we are going to have to make every shot count. Oop, 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 oop. Rockets. Yikes. Pistol seems to work the best for these, just so you guys know. Pistol is amazing with these. Okay, let's switch back. He's too far away. Yikes. You can tell when you're hitting him because he kind of moves around. Okay, that's just not working. Yes, got him. Alright, now that was only one. This is only one. We need a whole lot more. Alright, we got lots of stuff in here. So once we destroy it, and it'll disappear in 4 minutes. So that's one. That's the first one. There will be more. After a little while, there will be another round of them coming, and some of them will have miniguns, some of them will have rockets. We got lucky with that one. That one was just, well, one really wasn't too bad. So I guess we were okay there. Okay, let's go and get this. Let's put in this promethium at least. Let me see. Let's go and put in a promethium pack, and let's just see how that does. See, that does a lot more, and I don't think we can actually do anything with that in here. So we cannot. So we might as well just go ahead and use it on our persons or on our base. So this is going to help us out a lot. That's going to give us a lot more energy, and maybe we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 4, I guess 4 of those. That'll give us quite a bit. Still have to find promethium, so maybe I'm going to head over that way and see if I can find some promethium after I come down to the water. And let's put in an O2 station or the water filtration so that we can begin making oxygen. So come down by the water and let's go to our oxygen station, which is right here, and then we need to use some of the biofuel in there, I do believe. Now this has to be in the water. It can be either in deep water or not in deep water. It really doesn't matter, but it has to be in water. So, and it will tell you when it's not in water. So, and if you raise it up, then you know it isn't going to work. So just remember to keep that in mind. Okay, we have that there, and let's go and put in 1, 2, 3. You have to stack these in individual slots. That will give us quite a bit of water, and then we can turn that into an O2 after a little while. So yeah, it's going to take a while to make, so let's go back to our base. And something we can do too is shut down this, but we don't really need to. We can shut off as much as we can, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to worry about doing that, but we can if we want to. O2 station. I'll put that on number 6, put that up there. And the O2 station is probably going to go in here somewhere. Let's just go and place him like right here. Okay. And then, there's no O2 in the tank, so we need to get O2 in here. So we can also, once we have O2 from our water filtration machine, which is going to be this right here, so let's just go ahead and do that, so that way we know where that is. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so let's head down here. We're not going to find the promethium in this episode. I am going to have to find some. I just don't know exactly where or when. And you can ride your bike in water as long as it's not deep water like this right here. Yeah, you can ride this fine, just fine. You know, just don't go into the deep water because you will be thrown off your bike and then you're gonna be screwed. So like I can cut across right here just fine. That's okay. You know, just like a real motorcycle. It can go in water a little bit, as long as you're not, you know, trying to go in 47 feet of water. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that looks so weird now, and that's changed quite a bit. So let's put that in there, and then let's go back up to our base and see what all that makes. Let's put that in there, and now we can make water. And I also believe, okay, we can make nutrient solution, which is from the water, the purified water that we can make. Medicine will require some of that stuff. Here's the oxygen bottles, and then we can also make smaller ones from this. So let's go ahead and do, that's 1 for 1, that makes 2, so that's 2 bottles. Okay, so there was only 1 bottle of water, or 1 container of water, so we get 2 bottles of oxygen. We can make that into smaller bottles of oxygen too, and I believe that's in hours, or yep, right there. So we can get that from the purified water that we have, because that's purified water. And now we can also, or we were able to get purified water from here, but now we can't because we don't, no, that's not purified water. Because we needed the water container, but we have purified water on us, so if we put these on us, then we can actually use that directly in our person. That's 250. So let's go to our survival constructor, and okay, so portable constructor, we might want to think about making another one of those. That's going to help us out a lot. So you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm just getting water and then turning that into oxygen, and then I can turn that into little oxygen bottles and purified water. So we need to get purified water. That is for sure. And then once we do that, then we will have enough oxygen for a while, so we can actually, you know, go underwater for quite a while. Okay, now this thing will actually go quite a ways on this biofuel, so that's gonna be really good. So let's make some purified water, and then we will make some oxygen bottles, and then we're probably gonna have to end the episode. And our base is partially built, but we still need the promethium, so I am gonna look around for the promethium, at least find a deposit, and then in the next episode we will be mining promethium and getting that going, because we need to do that, and we need to do that right now. So we'll get 10 purified waters. Once we get those purified waters, then we can go to weapons and items, and okay, why can't I find that? Right, because it's under components. So under components, devices, building blocks. I don't know where the purified water or the oxygen bottles are besides these. So we probably make those in our person as well. So let's go and do that. Go to here, and let's go and make oxygen 35. So let's go and do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go and make 4 of those. That'll fill us up quite a bit, and then we fill us up quite a, not fill, fill us up quite a bit, and then we'll have enough stuff for a while. So remember to keep food with you. Remember to get oxygen. Remember to put down all the blocks that you can. Once you make a base, they're going to start coming for you. So keep that in mind, because it gets very dangerous very quickly. We need to put a roof on. I don't have any more concrete blocks, but I can make some more really quickly. So I am going to think about making quite a few more of those. I'm having a little bit of crushed stone. I can get more crushed stone. I can get more iron. I can get more of everything else. So probably that's what I will be doing between now and the next episode, is getting all that stuff. Yeah, at some point in time, we're going to go up there and see what that's all about, and see if we can get that ship and maybe take that thing over and use it as our own. So, this is the Pledge 3004. This is Empyrion Galactic Survival. This is the beginnings of our base. It's mostly done. I'm going to take these and move those up there. And, yeah, we're actually making pretty good progress right now, even though I wasn't half ready. I totally forgot about the promethium. I meant to do that, and I just completely spaced. So, we will do that soon. We have oxygen, we have a base, we have a few ammo rounds that now we can put into our, well, we don't have any ammo rounds yet. When we get a minigun drones, then we can put that stuff into our gun and be able to help ourselves out a lot. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you for hanging out with me, and if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know in the comments, and please share this on your favorite social media, and then subscribe and like this if you do like this kind of video and you like what I'm doing here. And just have a great day, and we will talk to you guys later, and soon we'll be going over there. That much we are going to do. We just got to get ourselves a hover vessel to make it much easier. So I'll talk to you guys next time, and I'll be ready to go next time with some promethium. So we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.